Time. It's go.
It's go time. Welcome, one and all. Live and dangerous. Well, after technical difficulties. Hi,
Man.
Jeremy.
Hi. Man, okay, so I plugged that we're starting at 10 a.m., so we're only 38 minutes late.
Hey, that's not bad. We're halfway through the show.
38
Well, we got an easy day. We got an easy day going on today.
Oh man, I was on a call that just it was like the meeting that wouldn't end.
I don't like those meetings. I know what you're saying, and I knew you were gonna be in that. When I kept looking at the clock, I'm like, oh, because I was doing some other stuff.
Yeah,
because it's Pokemon drop day, so I had to get my decks all in a row.
Whoa.
So I was all getting my deck in a row, and then you popped on. I was like, all right, here we go. It's time to go. Yes, I'm a nerd. What are you gonna do? Hey, so let's.
Okay, sorry. This like my StreamYard is like all different. It's like there's a whole different view for me. They must have upgraded something.
Probably. I haven't upgraded I have some updates. I haven't done it yet, so I'm kind of scared to do it.
Yeah, that's the way I'm thinking. So, anyways, good to be here. It's Friday. It's the weekend.
Hey, we can announce the good news on May 20th for those people who are in the greater Spokane area and in Spokane. We got an event. We're going to be at an event, people. Oh, an event. We're going to be broadcasting our mighty Classic Guitar Rock Radio, live streaming it at the Mode Stadium at the Speedway.
State Line Speedway, yes.
State Line Speedway, yeah. May 20th for the Bacon, Bloodies, and Brews Festival, 6th annual. So you can come on out and
be there.
Bacon, drink some Bloody Marys, drink some brews. Come see us. We're going to have some swag. By the way, we're going to have to talk about swag, Jeremy, but we'll do that on another day.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're, very rarely do they let you and I out in public. We will have ankle bracelets on,
Talk about live and dangerous.
Totally. Exactly. So
ankle bracelets. Yeah, mine keeps going off. I don't know why. Every time I go out the house, I don't know.
You're walking past the range there, Rich. Come on.
It's just scary, man. It's scary. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So come on out, guys. If you're in the local area, we'd love to see you. And if you listen to Live and Dangerous, say Live and Dangerous, you may get a free t-shirt.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Yeah, you may have some rock trivia going on. I've been spinning up some ideas.
Nice.
In my head what we could do.
It'll be fun.
Free swag. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. And thanks to my cousin Andrea, who's the CEO of the Hayden Chamber of Commerce. I don't talk to her a lot because she's so busy. And I ran into her one day visiting my uncle in the hospital, and we just started talking. She had no clue I was doing this radio thing. No clue. So I started talking to her about it, and she was just flabbergasted. And she was like, wow, yeah, okay. And then when you and me started talking about it, she was all about it. The commercial and everything, digging it. And if you notice, the day you put it out and I gave her the commercial, we jumped up like
in listenership. I saw that
by half. Nice. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, we went from 1 to 2 is what you're saying.
That's so bad.
Listener
so good.
We
celebrate when we just get 3, sometimes 3, sometimes maybe 5 at a time. Man, awesome. We're looking for the day, right?
Ready.
So what's up, man? How was your week?
It was busy, super busy. So I've been looking forward to Live and Dangerous all week, just because that's where we get to talk about rock.
We get to talk about good things, and fun things that you're more interested in, right?
For sure. For sure.
Well, have you checked the standings on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet?
I've intentionally, for my own sanity, kind of stayed away from rock because you guys know I'm always just a hair trigger away from just launching into
losing it,
obscenity laced diatribe about the steaming pile of crap that we call the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You ain't lying, brother. I don't even know if I want to read the standings right now. I don't want to put you in a funky mood, But hey, we got to kind of talk about them.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, dude.
I'm kind of looking. I don't remember where to go to see where the fan vote is. Or see
Bruce is here. Bruce is joining. Bruce is going to witness this.
What's up, Bruce?
Probably veins will be popping out of our foreheads and we'll be gritting our teeth. It'll be bad.
So we got the 2026 nominees, and then there should be a list, right, of inductees where they're at, or I don't know. Maybe I'm see when it comes down to crunch time, I can't find where I'm going. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all right. That's all right.
Leaderboard. Here we go. I got it. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Before you get to this, just remind us of who's nominated. I'm sure you will as you do this, but remind us who's nominated before you tell us the leader, the rank. Okay.
Now we got the Rockers, the rock and roll actual bass. We got Phil Collins.
Okay.
Got In Excess.
Okay.
We have Billy Idol. We have Iron Maiden, the Black Crowes, Oasis, and Jeff Buckley. Okay. So those are the rockers right there.
Yeah.
Now, we also have New Edition. We have, Phil Collins too. Did I say Phil Collins?
You did, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Pink, Luther Vandross, Sadia. What is her name? Sade?
Sade.
Sade.
There's no R in it. I get it. There's no R in the word, but it's
Sade.
Sade.
Yes, it's Shakira.
How does that happen? Okay.
I have no idea because I say Sade and it's hard to remember. That's why I was reaching out to you for help. Wu-Tang Clan, Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill, Melissa Etheridge. Oh, we forgot about her, but we've talked about her.
Kind of wrong.
Joy Division and New Order. All right, so those are it. Those are what we got now.
Okay.
We need to start voting, people. We got to go out there and start voting for Iron Maiden because they are not even in the top 10. They're so here we go.
That's all you need to know right there.
Right there.
Okay?
Right there.
I'm sorry. I'm going in. I'm launching right now. Iron Maiden. Okay. Iron Maiden, of everyone you've listed, is the only band that could possibly should be inducted before Styx.
Okay? I agree.
And Styx should have been in 15, 20 years ago. Not in. Boston isn't in. Kansas isn't in. Nope. Iron Maiden is the only one of every single group that you've listed that could maybe even possibly deserve to go in before Styx.
Totally. I agree.
Sorry, man.
And so the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The top 7, you can only vote for 7.
Yeah.
So the top 7 that are going in right now, and that's why we need help. We got New Edition as number 1. New Edition, number 1. Phil Collins is number 2. So that's okay. Pink is number 3.
I'm a Pink.
Yeah, Pink. Luther Vandross is number 4. In Excess, number 5. Saride or whatever her name is. She's number 6, and number 7 is Shakira. Okay, people, we need to work. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Iron Maiden's number 12. Number 12 on the list. That's wrong.
But here's the thing. If we participate, if we vote, we're supporting this ridiculous institution. So part of me is like, no, I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let it choke on its own vomit and hopefully just go away. It's ridiculous.
I'm with you. I am so torn. I think the same thing. It's funny you mentioned that. I thought the same thing. Like, why am I even voting? This is ridiculous. Why vote? Just get them in. It should be a board of directors voting and get them in.
Yeah.
Hey Gary.
Stupid.
So if you want to vote, go vote. I just see Iron Maiden and I need to get them into the Hall of Fame.
Well, and I'm okay. I'm okay with Black Crowes. Great. They should be in there. In Excess should be in there. Phil Collins should be in there. Billy Idol should be in there, but none of them should be in there before Styx. Sorry. Styx is the one that bugs me more than anything right now.
Well, you got Styx, and what was the other one? You have another one.
Kansas, Boston.
Kansas. Yep. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I had to get that out of the way. I didn't mean to already put some salt on your bad day wound.
I'm pissed off for the rest of the day now.
But
your fault.
There's good news out there. There's
Okay.
good news out there too, man. Let's talk about Judas Priest. Let's talk Priest. All right. Priest, Richie Faulkner dropped the manhole cover. He
Oh
dropped
no.
the manhole cover. Yes, he did. So they announced, well, there's two things. I got them listed twice here. So Richie Faulkner says the British metal veterans were in the studio for a month earlier this year. They started recording their next album already, and it's going to be their 20th album. He said, I didn't know if I was allowed to say that, but I've said it. So
It's out.
they're already recording the new album, dude.
Wow.
So maybe next year, the year after, next year probably, we get to see some Priest. And then they also announced that their 50th anniversary reissue of their second album, Sad Wings of Destiny, is coming out. Originally released in March 26, 1976, it's being celebrated as the defining moment for Judas Priest as a band.
It's a really good album.
It really is.
Destiny is a really good album. So many of their classic, The Ripper. I think what's the big one?
Victim of Changes, right?
Victim of Changes.
Yep. That's a staple in Priest repertoire.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a really good album. Now, I did not hate Rock-a-Rolla. Rock-a-Rolla gets some hate. Rock-a-Rolla is not a bad album, but there's definitely a major leap from Rock-a-Rolla to Sad Wings. And
it really is.
What's funny is you think the classic image of, Victim of Changes, you picture in your mind, Rob and KK and Glenn, doing their whole thing.
Yeah.
But, they didn't even look like that until about 1980.
Yes.
If you were to go back and look at them playing stuff from Sad Wings when they look like they're wearing bell bottoms and kimonos and crap.
Totally. You put a picture of them and the Scorpions next to each other, with Lonesome Crow and Rock-a-Rolla. You're like, who are these clowns? I mean, they're not dude. Scorpions and Priests. Dude, I was going to say that because the picture was in the article of Priest with Sad Wings of Destiny. Yeah. And I was like, Rob Halford had long hair like that? What's going on? He looks like he's like 12 years old.
He's wearing the flowing robes and crap. You need to go back.
I've always been into the flowing stuff. I don't know.
There's footage of them doing Exciter from like 76. And again, Rob's up there wearing like this silk sash around his waist, and it's like,
so I wonder, did they? So British Steel. Let's fast forward now to British Steel. Hey. British Steel is when they started doing the leather and studs, right? Or I don't even know if they really were. Were they?
If you look on, well, you could be right because Hell Bent for Leather. I'm trying to think of the back of the album cover. Rob's wearing on the back of Hell Bent for Leather. I think he's wearing some leather stuff, but he's got long curly hair like he had a perm. I think that's the back of Hell Bent.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
You're right. It really wasn't until about 79 at the earliest, 80 that they got the look.
Because it went Hell Bent for Leather, then it went Point of Entry, right? Point of Entry, and then British Steel, and then of course
British Steel, Point of Entry, then Screaming for Vengeance.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, they were full on metal or leather.
You don't even know, how did they do that? How do you go from British Steel? It makes more sense, doesn't it? British Steel to Screaming for Vengeance.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
because Point of Entry is good.
Okay, so you're gonna hate me when I say this, dude.
I don't know if I'm gonna hate you, but what do you got?
British Steel, probably my favorite Priest album.
It's a good one.
But you know what, dude? Point of Entry might be my second favorite Priest album, even over Screaming.
You always said you really like, and that's cool. But I mean, head out to the highway and Desert Plains are two.
Desert Plains just. But you got other ones. Troubleshooter. No one ever talks about Trouble.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Solar Angels.
Solar Angels was on that album. Oh, that's a good song.
But here's the thing. Screaming for Vengeance, don't get me wrong, excellent album. And it sometimes they go back and forth. British Steel probably always my favorite, but
Yeah.
maybe Point of Entry, and a lot of it's when you get into it. It's when you got into it. So because those were such big albums for me, obviously I'm, but the production to me on Point of Entry has aged better than the production on Screaming for Vengeance. Screaming for Vengeance, there's a lot more chorusy effect on the guitar.
Yep.
It's a little more processed cheese going on.
Yeah, you're right.
But
a lot of echo. There's a lot of echo on that.
A lot of
album.
delay and echo. A lot.
Delay and echo on that
just
album.
a different thing. I have to tell this one story though, because it's so funny. Sin After Sin, which I think came right after Sad Wings. Sin After Sin, produced by Roger Glover of Deep Purple and Rainbow fame. Roger Glover was the producer, and he tells the story. They brought Simon Phillips in as their drummer. Simon Phillips was like 18 years old, and Priest wanted him to be their new. Les Binks had left. They wanted. Wait, was it Les Binks that had maybe Les? Because Les Binks was on Hellbent. So, anyways, they had lost a drummer. This was before Les Binks. Simon Phillips came in. Simon Phillips went on to play with Jeff Beck. He played with Michael Schenker. He was in Toto recently. Anyways, great drummer. And they wanted
that's right. Yeah.
They wanted him to be their new drummer. He just had so much stuff. He was so in demand with other groups, he couldn't do it. But I digress. Roger Glover tells the story of in the studio, right? While he's recording, KK Downing would do all the rock star poses, he'd do the poses and all this. And
did that great, by the way.
While he's recording, he'd do all that. And Roger Glover's like, "What's up with this dude? Why are you doing all that?" He thought it was goofy. And KK said, "Dude, it gets my head in the right place. I play better when I envision myself up on the stage," which actually kind of makes sense.
I understand that, and I do that. I get up and I thrash around because it makes me feel like I'm into it.
Your kids open the door and they see you headbanging, and it's embarrassing, right?
Is it though? Is it embarrassing? No, not. Yeah, I know you. You don't get embarrassed. Sharon, you don't get embarrassed, man. You
I don't now.
Flip flops and underwear, thrashing out.
There was a time when I cared what other people thought. Not anymore.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got you. I need to address. Hey, Matt. Hey, welcome, Matt. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Matt.
Thanks for the comment.
Let me tell you Matt's story coming up in a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, a Matt story?
I have a Matt story for you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. But hey, just want to say I agree 100% that that's what it's really all about. When it comes down to the band getting up there on stage, jamming out, and all those fans are going ballistic. I was there just about a year ago, or 2 years ago. I mean, they didn't care. And I think, and don't quote me on this because I keep saying it, but I'm almost positive they denied it one year. They said no. They were voted in and they said no. It was like 5 years ago. And I have to look it up, but I'm like 50-50 on the fence that happened. So I agree with you there. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame really isn't anything at all. It's all about what we think them on stage and the fans and what we think of them. So I mean, I agree with him.
So this is my Matt Cobflesh story. I went to high school with Matt.
Okay.
Matt, a year younger than me. I can't tell the story though. It has a bad word in it, but
it has a bad word in it.
Well, yeah. So, Matt, what can I say about Matt? Matt was crazy. I don't know if he still is. Matt's actually a stand-up comedian, right? He's
really
stand-up.
That's cool. Comedian. Right on, man.
And he's a very funny guy, very talented guy, but he was a very crazy, obnoxious high schooler. And I can't even tell the story now. Matt knows exactly the story I'm going to tell, but he would always yell, right down the hallway between classes. He'd yell these foul things, That'll be in the R-rated version we release, the extra features, special features. Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, you know, I think we're all there and we're all guilty of everything you just said.
Yeah.
I'll get to hear it, Matt. Don't worry. Jeremiah will tell me the story after we hang up. So
Yeah.
don't sweat it.
Gary, I'm going to respond. And Matt, by the way, thanks for joining me here. Awesome.
Yeah,
Matt's
really cool.
a great guy. Gary asks, hang on, I can't read it. I put it on the screen, but now I can't read it.
Do you believe that Loverboy should be inducted?
I absolutely think Loverboy should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Aren't they already there?
No,
they're not.
That's another thing for me to be
That's
pissed.
another one. See,
because they should totally be there. They should be there before In Excess. They should be there before Billy Idol.
I mean, it's less Loverboy,
and I'm not against. I love In Excess. I love Billy Idol, but realistically, Loverboy should have been there years ago.
Yeah,
definitely before Sade. Matt, name a Sade song other than Smooth Operator. Anyone else? Name another Sade song other than Smooth Operator.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know who it was. You had to pronounce it for me, so you know where I'm at.
Okay.
No clue.
Gary, I'm an 80s kid. I graduated in 85.
Yep,
but
88.
88, 85. You know,
Yep.
I think
Yep.
Cobb Flesh, he's 86. So awesome.
So Gary, we're going to address Dash Crofts, though. You're right. So we'll talk about that here in the news, but I was going to address that later. But right on, Gary. Thanks for joining us, man. All right. You ready to move on?
I'm ready. Sorry.
All right, dude. It's all good.
Excited when I saw Matt joining us. So
there wasn't a lot in the news today, so it's all good. It's all good. Metallica. This is kind of cool. So Metallica, as you know, they were on the M72 tour, and it was the no repeat weekends, and they had a lot of openers going on, right? Mm-hmm. So they had Wolfgang Van Halen with his band Mammoth opened up, you know, Five Finger Death Punch anyway. So, but what they did, they gifted Wolfgang Van Halen a perfect attendance certificate for not missing a supporting slot on the M72 tour.
Wow.
That's kind of cool. I mean, that's
very nice.
I didn't know that they even did that, right? I mean, that's like a certificate of achievement. I mean, I'm sure that's coming from one of our bosses or whatnot, right? Oh, thanks. Yay. Pat on the back. That a boy. But coming from Metallica, that's kind of something, right? That's kind of cool, you know? Awesome. So, yeah, I didn't even know Opening Acts got that. And then, also, and we talked about this last week in the news about the documentary, Some Kind of Monster. Remember that one?
Yep.
Which people are dismissing as a Spinal Tap kind of situation. They said they're dismissing as they said, oh, this is Spinal Tap. But basically, it's being debated as one of the best heavy metal documentaries in history due to its raw and real nature. It wasn't fake. They were all in a bad place in their careers. Jason Newsted left because James wouldn't let him go play with Echo Brain, you know, his band he wanted to release. So he left the band, and the director captured raw human emotion and said it was pure gold. I mean, that was all real. There was nothing fake about that whole documentary. Now I can see where you can say Spinal Tap because, you know, of all, but I thought that was pretty good. And I know you dug it too, didn't you?
I loved it. And I'm not a massive Metallica fan. I watched that whole thing. I think that I got to be honest, they treated Newsted like crap.
Oh, of course.
They did. Yeah. They treated Newsted like crap. And he's been, you know what? He could be very angry and completely bashed like Mustaine does, you know, but Newsted has never really done that.
And he went and did his own thing. He went and formed Newsted, the band, you know, and he did another album. And then I think he's just doing his own stuff. He's still doing his own thing.
Yeah, he's a class act. But having said that, Hetfield has come back, and I think maybe even Lars, I can't remember, but they've acknowledged that they treated him like crap.
They did.
And
but the one thing that they did acknowledge saying it's not true is that And Justice for All. So rewind back. That was his first album besides that 598 EP, The Garage Days Revisited. So he's on that. And that was the first major studio album that he was on. You can't hear the bass. Right. It's all. And so they thought it was a big conspiracy that they didn't do it because they just treated him like crap, which they did. The new kid, they always called him the new kid and always threw him under the bus and all that stuff. But where was I going with it? Oh, yeah. But the bass thing, they were on tour. when
Mhm.
they were recording that album. So every night they go and try and mix this thing in the studio, and they couldn't hear. So they
Wow.
were saying, no, this was a total just a mismixing situation. Said, I
Yeah.
don't know if it was just the loud music, we couldn't hear the bass, but we were trying to put it in there. Now, when you listen to it, it's not the best produced album because you
Right.
can hear the bass in it, but it's bassy altogether.
Yeah.
So it kind of rattles your speakers
Yeah.
when you
Totally.
turn it up. But yeah, so I acknowledge that too. They did treat him like crap, and I would have been gone. But that was, I mean, that was a bad time for Metallica. They lost one of their best friends
Yep.
ever, and there's no replacement for Burton.
So by this time, help me if my math is right. Trujillo has been in there almost or longer than Newstead.
2003, yes, he joined in 03. Saint Anger.
He's been in longer than Newstead was.
He joined at the end of Some Kind of Monster.
Yeah.
He joined the band at the end
Yeah,
of that
they paid him $1
documentary.
million.
Yep.
Don't they show
Yep.
that in the video? They paid him $1 million signing
Yep.
bonus or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yep, they did. And then he sad for Trujillo because I loved him in Suicidal and then in Infectious Grooves and then Ozzy. You know, I just was like,
Yeah.
oh man, that's kind of like the perfect fit for Metallica. I can see he's like a Cliff Burton part 2 with singers and his energy and everything. He's really good. But how are they going to treat him? I was worried. And he joined their worst album, Saint Anger. I mean, it's not a great album. I mean, it's just kind of, yeah, it's not good. But I'm glad he's still with them and they're making really good albums.
And I
now.
think they probably learned their lesson from Newstead and like, we can't treat this guy like crap. You know,
Yeah.
and Trujillo's probably not the type of guy that would take the crap that.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
He's
So,
well, also they were all alcoholics and drug addicts.
Yeah.
And they were in a bad spot. They were just in a bad spot, man. I mean, it was just, I didn't like, that's why I don't like that documentary because I didn't like that era of Metallica.
Yeah, but you know, and I think maybe that's why it's even if you're not a Metallica fan or even a hard rock fan, it's just an interesting documentary. I think it's
really
great.
is.
I think it's a great documentary.
It was
it's
a good one.
real. Yeah, totally.
I agree.
Totally.
So I'm for it. I think it was just pure gold. I thought it was too, but it's hard. It's a hard watch because especially if you're a huge fan like me, I'm a huge fan of these guys and watching them just down in that ditch. Oh man, it sucked.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, let's move on to Foreigner now. So this one is pretty cool. Foreigner played their first show with their new singer, Luis Maldonado, right? They took on tour with them a band, orchestra. So an orchestra is on tour with them too. But they played on March 22nd, they played the San Jose Civic Center on their new tour, that 50th tour or whatnot. But Foreigner, of course, has no longer has any original members,
right?
Which brought the question, what we always ask, does it matter if there's no original member back in the band? And this was all in the article that it sounded like you and me talking about it.
Yeah.
But basically, they're currently on tour and being backed by an orchestra. They took the stage, and the journalist that was writing this article said he found himself being whisked away by the songs, right?
Right.
No matter if it was the new singer or not, giving him a great review. And obviously there's a market for bands that no longer have original singers. And he said he was whisked away with the music and he didn't even think about it. Different voice and everything. He just said it was awesome. It was a great show. They won me over, you know, but it's Foreigner, you know, you're
and you see a band, whether it's Foreigner, whether it's 38 Special or not. I'm thinking 38 Special. By the way, I agree with you, Gary. 38 Special should totally be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
100%. They just came out with a new album too.
Yeah, but whether it's Foreigner, Skinner, any of these bands that don't have original members, I had he was at the time 15-year-old son Adam with me to see Foreigner. He didn't know. Well, he knew because I told him. He wouldn't have known they weren't original members. He just dug it, thought it was awesome.
Yep.
And I've seen Foreigner with Lou Gramm, and I saw him with Kelly Hansen. Okay. Kelly Hansen is way better frontman live than Lou Gramm was. Sorry.
When did Kelly Hansen join the band? When was he in?
25, mid-90s. Long time.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I saw him then. That's right. I didn't see Lou Gramm. I saw him.
Hold on. Mid-90s. No, okay. I have to rethink this. early 2000s, because I actually saw Foreigner with Lou Gramm in 2002. So
okay.
this is after Lou Gramm's aneurysm and all his health issues. I've talked about this, and Rich, I love Foreigner. They're one of my favorite bands. Okay, so this is not anti Lou Gramm, but in what, late 90s is when Lou Gramm had his aneurysm. He went from 145 pounds to about 250 pounds. He's not a tall guy. He's like 5'8", right?
Right.
He almost died. His wife left him, you know. And so early 2000, 2002, I saw him at State Line at what's the big country bar there? Kelly's.
Yes, I know it.
Kelly's. Yeah, I saw them outdoors. And it was
they played down there.
They played there 2002. It was sad. My wife and I left early because I did not want to see Lou Gramm in that condition performing live.
Yeah,
he was physically struggling. He couldn't sing.
It
was sad. And shortly after that, Kelly Hansen came in. So when did you see Foreigner?
Oh, that was in between 2010 and 2013.
Kelly Hansen, and he does a great job. Great,
man. They were so good on the steps of Mannheim, Mannheim courthouse or whatever it was, free concert. They came out and just absolutely blew the whole place away, man.
And he's a great front man, and the catalog is awesome. It's like when I saw Skynyrd, you forget how many great songs just the hits just kept coming, right?
Keep on coming. Yes, they do.
Yeah. And I'm forgetting what my whole point was. Oh, my whole point was, and I've said it a jillion times, I understand the purists who say, well, there's no original members. I get that.
Yeah.
As long as people buying tickets know, then I'm fine with that. So if you stick with the purist line that says, oh, if there's not original members or if one of the original singers not there, well, then you're never going to see them live again. Okay.
Right. Exactly. And that's so there's a couple one-offs on that one. Like singers, specific singers. Like you can't replace some singers. When that singer's gone, you may want to just say goodbye.
Well, but who are we to say that if people are willing to buy tickets that they should hang it up? I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's the whole Journey thing, right? Guess what?
Yeah.
I saw Journey in 2016 with Arnell. I saw Journey in like 83 or 84 with Steve Perry. It was just as good with Arnell. Sorry. I know that offends people. I know it offends people, but sorry.
No, I guess you're right. I'm thinking to Metallica. I always think to my favorite band. Could you replace Hetfield? I don't know. He has a specific.
He does, but God forbid, if Hetfield died, or he quit, and Metallica says, okay, we're going to tour with a new singer, I bet people would still pay money to go see it.
Oh yes, 100. I would. See, I'd be there. I'd be right there, but I'd be so judgmental. I don't know if he'd have a fair shake. I just don't know if he'd have a fair shake at it. I'd be like, you ever seen that movie Rockstar?
I have never seen the full movie, but I'm pretty aware with it. Yeah.
Okay. So there's one point where it's his first show back and the people are like, bring back, the old singer or whatever. And he takes the big fire hose and he sprays it off and all that stuff, sprays them all out. It was pretty cool, but that's how I'd kind of be. I'd be like that guy with the sign being, no.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry. I put that up there and this is a whole nother can of worms we could open. Gary says, if any group has no original members, could AI start recreating music with their name? Well, they might be.
I'm sure it could. But I mean, I think that would blow somebody up right there. I don't think that would happen. What was I going to say about that?
Check this out though. Okay. Randy Travis, country guy.
Yep.
he had a stroke or something years ago. And in country music circles, Randy Travis was big. I mean, in
Yeah.
the 80s
Oh, yeah.
and 90s, big,
In the
big.
90s, when I was in the Army,
Oh, yeah.
Randy Travis,
And
he was
he's
all over the place.
great classic country singer. I believe a
Yep.
member of the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, he's very respected. Well, he had a stroke. He can't really even talk anymore.
Really? Oh,
But
wow.
they made, this is a few years ago, they actually used AI. He wrote some songs. They recorded a new album, and it's an AI version of Randy Travis, but it's songs of his,
Huh.
and they used AI. And it's
Huh.
like, on the one hand, it's pretty cool for Randy that he could do that. On the
Right.
other hand, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, it
Kinda-
really is.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
All AI scares me, but bottom line is that like a band, after they get so big, becomes a corporation. It
Totally.
becomes a business. You know what I'm saying? So the name is the business. Foreigner, it's a business.
It's a business.
So if somebody did the AI thing and recreated it, yeah, you could probably do it, but I'm sure that corporation would
Yeah.
go after that, saying no, just like Kiss. Kiss is a corporation, just like Gene Simmons was saying. We can do the East Coast and West Coast tours with
Yeah.
Kiss with just people in makeup that are
Yeah.
really good, you know, and that's the corporation. That's our business now. And we will sue you if you do some AI. Now I'm sure in the future we're going to have all sorts of AI stuff because it's already happening. We have AI. I didn't even know we had AI artists that are actually being listened to.
Yes, in fact, there's a whole Rick Beato, which if you guys don't follow Rick Beato on YouTube, you gotta, if you're a music nerd, you gotta follow Rick Beato. He does a whole thing on it, how he went in and created a AI character, an artist, and an alternative artist, and made an album. And I mean, it doesn't sound like crap. That's what's scary. Is it's as good as a lot of the real stuff you hear. And
yeah, I agree.
We're 3 years away from Hollywood not even needing actors.
Yep. They can make a movie in 10 minutes.
Why pay someone $30 million to be in a movie when I can just create and all AI, and it's getting better and better all the time? Yep. Will we continue to buy? Well, no one's buying movie tickets now. Hollywood's dying, but
dying hard too.
It's weird. It's a brave new world. It will be interesting to watch for sure.
Yeah. But that's why they all went on strike. The writers and all the, you know, that's why they all went on strike, is because of AI and what they were doing. They were throwing all these famous people into the AI mix, you know, and there was no governance for it.
Exactly.
You know, no governance for AI. So people are just going to, I mean, if you get on Facebook and, you know, I'm not a big social media guy, but every story is fake nowadays. It seems like every story on there. I'm like, that's clickbait. That's clickbait. That's wrong. Why are what?
And there's, sorry, I don't want to get too philosophical, but there is a completely, your feed is curated based on your own preferences, right?
Yeah.
So, and an easy way to do it is politically, right? So I'll use an example. My sister and I, very different politically, right? We have different political opinions. Well, the news feed she sees just reinforces her own biases. The news feed I see reinforces my own political biases. So you basically got two different truths, right? Two different truths. The truth that she sees, the truth that I see.
Right. It's a good point.
And that's scary.
That's a very good point.
Scary.
That's that algorithm stuff. I mean,
totally.
I have all rock and roll, but it sucks because all my rock and roll and metal and all that stuff is half of it's fake. Like James Hetfield just saved a life, and while he was driving a car 3,000 miles an hour, it's like,
but now we catch on. Any of these things that pop up that have a long story, you know, it's AI BS.
Yeah, you know, it's AI.
So I just block all those channels.
That's everything that just even sounds funky. You know, like James Hetfield proposing underwater. I thought that was fake. I literally thought that was fake.
Wow.
But
it was
it
real?
turned out to be true. Yeah, it was turned out to
Wow.
be true. But hey, Bruce, yeah, you're right.
Old
Vintage
school
handcrafted
musicians will
music.
become vintage handcrafted music.
It's
Exactly.
true. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way we're going. And pretty soon, I hope they don't lose the art. Here's the scary part. Think about this. They're doing AI, and that's going to become the art. Like how good you tell AI to do it. I mean, that's going to be the art instead of actually learning to play the song, learning to play the guitar, the bass, the drums, sing, lessons.
And
that's going to go away. And that was an art.
And that's exactly what Gary's saying. People take the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Don't believe anything until you check it with multiple sources.
100%.
Here's the thing that is super annoying to me. And the first example I can think of is on YouTube. You know, Joe Rogan, the most successful podcaster in the world, who, by the way, wasn't even nominated for the Podcaster Awards. Did you see that a few months ago?
No, I did not.
He wasn't even nominated. And they gave the award to what's her name, some actress who got the award. And it's like, you guys didn't even acknowledge the biggest podcaster in the world, which is Joe Rogan.
Because he has a lot of political
That's why.
Stances.
He's not the right kind of person. But here's what gets me when you watch YouTube, and it happens all the time. You see the little in your short feed, especially Joe Rogan reacts to X.
Yes.
And they show this video with Joe Rogan saying, roll that. Let's watch that. Joe Rogan has nothing to do with this and has never said a thing about this.
That's what I was trying to tell you, is that's the stuff that I fall for.
Totally.
Like Dave Mustaine tells Oprah Winfrey on The View off, blah, blah, and come to find out, everybody's told her off on The View.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, wait, that's the exact same story. They just put John Travolta's face in there.
It's complete crap. You know,
garbage, man.
I know I sound like an angry old man, but you know, first of all, I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. I do watch YouTube.
I watch movies. Yeah.
I do not watch any network TV at all. I haven't for years.
Right.
I watch YouTube and I pick things I want to watch. Documentaries about, you know, watching a guy build a guitar, watching this guy's vintage snowmobile show. I mean, I pick because it's crap. You can't
get off the grid. That's how you get off the grid, kind of. Totally. You kind of just. But I'm unfortunately I am addicted to the news in the morning, so I do listen to the news in the morning just to see what's going down. Yeah. But at night, I just watch. We just put on a movie and we either play games, watch the movie, or we're doing something else. You know what I'm saying? We're just kind of hanging out, background music. But oh man, we're 42 minutes in, man.
I blame Gary for getting us off track.
Gary, you're getting us off track, buddy. But it's okay because, like I said, there wasn't a lot of stuff to go with today. Ted Nugent. Let's talk Ted Nugent.
Let's talk Ted
Nugent,
controversial figure.
Great city man.
Yes.
Say what?
I said a controversial figure, Ted Nugent.
Yes, another controversial figure. But this guy's he announced that he's going to be releasing a live concert on pay-per-view and on Blu-ray. He's going to air a full-length concert that was it's going to live stream on Saturday, April 4th, but it was already recorded August 31st, 2025.
Oh wow.
So he already recorded this thing.
Okay.
It was filmed in his hometown, Detroit, Michigan. Nice. So as he celebrated his 50th anniversary of his self-titled debut solo album. So that should be pretty cool there.
Does it say if Derek St. Holmes is with him, or is it just
it didn't say. It just said that you can purchase both the live stream and Blu-ray at nugevault.com.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go check it out, it's at the nugevault.com, and it's gonna be sold on a ship date of May of 2026. Awesome. So this month coming up, they'll 2 months.
Those of us that are old enough to remember, and I'm going to admit I'm a Ted Nugent fan. I know he's loudmouth. I'm also a Dee Snider fan. Okay, so it's not. I can like people that I maybe disagree with.
Of course,
but I like in the mid to late 70s, man. Ted Nugent was the best live show you could see.
The great Gonzo, man. He was He had
He'd-
great albums.
He'd swing in his loincloth.
Yeah, crazy man.
It's just they didn't get. And again, he will never be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he should have been in 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's one guy who should have been. I mean,
Totally.
that's
I mean, the fact
bottom line,
he's
man.
not,
He's a staple.
again, they're, and you can't say because, well, they are. You people will use the excuse, well, he's too political. Well, guess what? Everyone
lot of
else in the
people.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is political. It's just
100%.
that's the wrong kind of political.
And he speaks out about it.
Exactly.
See, a lot of people just shut their mouths, go with the flow. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting in there, and they want that. They want that status. They want the status more than
that
anything.
first Ted Nugent album, dude. That is just such a killer album. It's just a really good album.
He has so many good songs. Stranglehold. Oh my god. Stranglehold is one of the best songs. I mean, I love that song.
Yeah.
Cat Scratch Fever. I mean, Wang Dang, you know the deal.
He's got got classics. Great White Buffalo.
White Buffalo. Yeah, I was just thinking which Great White. I mean, yeah, you can't deny it. It's good stuff, man.
Totally
good stuff. All right, AC/DC. So you heard Stevie Young had health issues and was checked into the hospital.
I did not hear that.
Yes. So Stevie Young, that's Angus's cousin,
nephew,
brother, nephew. That's right, his nephew.
Yep.
So Stevie Young, he looks
like, just as old as Angus.
He fits right in.
Yeah.
He fits right into the thing. But yeah, he was admitted. He had some health issues, and I didn't read too much into what the health issues were. But he was in the hospital for 3 days. But he is back. He just played a show March 15th. In Buenos Aires for 3 nights. So he played a 3-night show stint. So he came out, he's okay. Just wanted to let everybody know that he was released and he's back with AC/DC performing on their tour, their Power Up tour.
Cool.
So he's in Buenos Aires, but he is good to go. All right. I think we need to go to Stump the Chump, brother.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Bruce said, let's see. Hang on, I had it here. Bruce said Bruce Springsteen versus Ted Nugent. You mean like in
the
celebrity death match in the octagon? Dude, I'd watch that.
I would watch that. I already know who would win that one.
I mean,
I got Nugent. I got Nugent by 100. Nugent by 100.
Wrap Bruce's entrails around his neck and strangle him. Yeah,
totally.
I'm not
promoting that.
Condoning that. Yeah.
Hey, let's do some real quick before we do that. Tour announcements. Ted Nugent, he's touring through June 2026. Bob Dylan's going back on the road, over a dozen new summer tour dates, and Bryan Adams is going on tour with Pat Benatar. I'd see that one. That one might be pretty cool.
I would. I would go see. Here's a story. So, Rich and I worked for the same company. For years. Well, this was pre-qual phone, so it was Center Partners. I used to work at the Post Falls building when we still had the Post.
Right. Yep.
So the Post Falls building was right, kind of kitty corner from the old the dog track, right?
Okay. Yep.
And so there's a big, what used to be a dog racing track, but they use it for concerts and stuff.
Yep. They do.
So this is probably 2009, 2010. Bob Dylan was on tour with John Mellencamp as his opening act, and they were playing there.
Wow.
And so I just went out to the back side of where we parked. We were really kind of just behind. I couldn't see it, but I could hear it really well. So
and that's cool. That's all right.
I went back and listened to Mellencamp, and then I would go see. I know Dylan, his vocals are bad, but he's just such a historic figure. I'd totally go see Bob Dylan and Mellencamp.
Hey, I'm going to address this real quick. Gary, hey, thanks for joining us. It's every Friday at 10, unless we're late.
Unless it's not. Yes, exactly. Every Friday at 10, unless it's not.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember though, real quick. I remember Disturbed and Avenged Sevenfold came there back in the same time frame, and I wanted to go, but nobody in my family wanted to go to Disturbed or Avenged Sevenfold. Wow. They were like, "You can go ahead and go." I'm like, I don't want to go alone. I want somebody to go.
You know what, Rich? I've gone to lots of concerts by myself.
Yeah. Oh, nowadays I would have.
Kinda cool.
This was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd go now. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, screw
Yeah.
you guys. I'm gone. I'm gonna go check it out. But hey, new album DVD releases real quick. George Thorogood came out with a live album recorded between 1978 and 2024. So all the songs are like sporadically recorded, right? Throughout this, but it's called The Baddest Show on Earth Live on June 12th, 2026.
Very
so
cool.
Look forward to that one. That one's going to be cool. Exodus, the thrash band Exodus, came out with an album called Goliath. Lamb of God came out with a new album called Into Oblivion, which the metalheads are stating it's the best album they've ever made. Wow. So if you're a metal dude, go check that out. Black Label Society dropped their album, I think it was today, Engines of Demolition. So I'm going to go check that out right after this. Rush just dropped the super deluxe edition of Grace Under Pressure. Wow. And then Peter Gabriel dropped In the Big Room. So a lot of album releases this week.
Cool.
And then in memoriam, we got Dash Crofts, which is surviving half of Seals and Crofts. No cause of death was announced, though. So R.I.P. Dash Crofts. Terry Cox, drummer for David Bowie and Elton John, and the Bee Gees, died in '89. And Chip Taylor, writer of Angel in the Morning and Wild Thing. He passed on March 23rd.
So check this out. This what's that guy's name again?
Chip Taylor.
He wrote Wild Thing and Angel of the Morning. That's a pretty broad that's
agreed.
Awesome.
You're thinking when I was typing it, I was like, or reading it, I'm like, that's a pretty wide spectrum right there.
That's crazy.
Angel of the Morning and Wild.
Okay,
I always think of Shaggy.
Shaggy.
It wasn't me. Because that's Angel in the Morning, you know. Dun, 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 dun. Or no, Angel. No, that was Angel. Yeah. Anywho, enough of him. It's time for Chump. Chump. All right, you ready?
I'm the Chump.
Now I went really hard, and then it was too hard, so I toned it back a little. So you're going to get a lot of these easy.
Let's see.
All right, number one. Which Led Zeppelin album features the song Kashmir?
That is Houses of the Holy.
Where's my buzzer?
Hang on.
Physical
Graffiti. Sorry,
yes.
dude.
Physical Graffiti. Hey, everybody, it's -1 today for him.
Dang it.
So now he's 90 and 213.
Oh, dang.
All right, next one. Who was the longtime drummer for the Rolling Stones until he passed in 2021?
Charlie Watts.
Of course you were going to get that.
Yeah.
All right, here's one. And they just re-released this one too as a they just re-released this album, re-recorded, remixed. But which Aerosmith album includes the hits Dream On and Mama Kin? It's a rough one.
Is it dang it, if you hadn't asked me I could tell you. Is it Rocks?
No, but you're close. It's their first album ever released,
just called Aerosmith.
There you go.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Yeah. I thought Dream On was after Rocks. I thought that was that's on their first album.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So okay.
My favorite Aerosmith album though is Toys in the Attic. That's got to be.
Yes, me too. I love Toys in the Attic. That's a great album.
Yeah.
I like Permanent Vacation too, though. I like that whole album too.
Stuff on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Dude Looks Like a Lady though.
No, you're not a fan of that one. That's what kind of got me back into them during the glam era. You know, when I was kind of listening to glam. Anyway, all right, number 4. What was the name of Journey's lead singer during their peak years?
Oh,
time to move on.
Steve Perry.
There you go.
I thought it was going to be their lead singer before Steve Perry, and I would have known that one too.
So, oh, really? What was it? Let's bonus.
Greg Raleigh.
I'll give you one. What?
Greg Raleigh was the lead singer.
Greg Raleigh. Okay, I'm going to give you one. So
Steve Perry in. Yeah.
That's -1 + 1.
Oh, cool.
Right, so you're -1.
Okay, good.
Because you got the bonus question.
Okay.
All right. Which Pink Floyd album features the song Another Brick in the Wall Part 2?
That would be the album called The Wall, I believe.
Yeah, you are very right. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Who replaced Who replaced Brian Jones in the Rolling Stones?
Well, the first person to replace him was Mick Taylor.
That's the answer too.
But who replaced Mick Taylor?
Got me.
Ronnie Wood.
Oh,
And Mick Taylor was only in there for like a couple years. Then Ronnie Wood, well, 5 years, probably 4 or 5 years.
do you know how many albums the Rolling Stones has? I don't know. I'm asking.
Like 40.
They have a lot, right?
Yeah,
40. Yeah, they have a lot, right?
They have a
Yeah.
bunch.
Those guys just keep going. I think they're probably recording again too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Shoot. All right. Number 7. You're going to get this one. You're going to get the rest of these, man. Which band released the song "More Than a Feeling" in 1976?
These are lame. Come on. This boss.
Okay.
Come on.
Boss. I'm telling you, I'm going to go
Band,
next week.
a band.
You know what?
Yeah. I was going to say a band so big they named a city after them, Rich.
Dang, Skippy.
Austin. Yeah.
Hold on a second there, Chief. Since you want to give me some smack,
Sorry.
I'm going to pull up my hard ones.
Okay, give me
All right.
some hard ones.
All right,
Let's
here
see.
you go.
Then
These
I'll,
are some
then
hard
I'll
ones.
probably say go back to the easy ones.
Yeah, well, you got the rest of them. You're going to get. Well, you might not get this one. I'm going to ask you one. I don't know if you'll get. Which Allman Brothers band guitarist was known for his slide guitar and died in a motorcycle crash in 1971?
Dwayne Allman. Yeah.
Dang.
Dwayne
Yeah,
Allman.
you
Dwayne
got
Allman
that.
also plays on Layla. He's on Layla with Eric Clapton, Derek and the Dominoes. Yeah. Yeah.
There you
Dwayne-
go.
Yep.
There was I had a question for that too. Huh. That's interesting. All right. These are the hard ones.
Okay,
Advanced
I'm ready.
round.
I'm ready.
All right. Which Pink Floyd album was originally conceived as the follow-up to Dark Side of the Moon, but evolved into a tribute to Sid Barrett?
Wish you were here.
Man, I can't stump this guy.
Yeah.
Can't stump this guy. Good
I'm
job, Jeremy.
unstumpable. Well,
you are.
it's not true.
You're almost unstumpable.
Stumped regular.
What was the name of Led Zeppelin's manager, often referred to
Peter
as the
Green.
fifth member?
No, Peter. Is it Peter Green?
Close. You're so
Don't
close.
tell me. Peter
Grr.
Grant.
Yes, very good.
Grant.
Dang, man, you're good, dude. You are good.
Peter Green was the guy in Fleetwood Mac, right? Peter Green, the original.
You got me, brother.
Okay,
But
yeah,
that's
Peter
that's really
Grant.
good.
Okay, so a little Spinal Tap trivia. Peter Grant was a hard nose. I mean, he was the type of guy that you didn't mess with him.
Right.
And if you remember in Spinal Tap, their manager, there's a scene where he's got a cricket bat and he's clearing junk off of.
Yes.
That was
Yep.
they based that guy's character on Peter Grant. I thought.
Oh,
that was
did they really? Oh, okay.
kind of
That's
based.
pretty cool. Yeah, I love Spinal Tap. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
I love Spinal Tap. All right. Well, these aren't so much advanced. These blew me away, but you're right on it. So, which Rolling Stone song was banned by some radio station due to its controversial lyrics about drugs, beginning with the line, "Kids are different today"? Oof. That's a tough one.
It's Mother's Little Helper.
Are you serious? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Wow, man.
I was
I'm gonna
thinking.
give you-
I was
I'm gonna
thinking
give you a round of applause for that
70s
one.
era, and I'm like, dude. And then I had to go back further. Yeah,
Wow,
Mother's Little Helper. Kings of
Man,
different.
you're blowing me away here. You're
Yeah.
impressing me. All right. Before forming Fleetwood Mac, Peter Green
There we
was
go.
a member of which influential blues band? Oh,
Hang on. Before forming Fleetwood Mac.
Peter Green. We just talked about him.
Yes. And you said you'd never heard of this band before?
I have never heard of this one. Influential.
It wasn't.
blues
Was it the John Mayall's Blues Breakers? Was he in there?
band. Night.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Okay. I knew he was in there somewhere. Okay.
Holy Nikes.
Yeah.
This is insane. Okay, brother. All right, man. You are getting a gold star today.
Woo!
All right. Which The Who album was their first to be labeled a rock opera?
Tommy.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
All right, mister.
Okay.
What was the working title of David Bowie's album Young Americans before its release? Ooh. If you get this one, I don't even know what to say.
I don't know it. I don't know the answer.
Okay. The Gooster, Gouster. Yeah, okay. Okay, I was gonna say that one Yeah, man, you the man.
Yeah.
Which Doors song featured a lengthy spoken word section inspired by the Oedipal themes? Oedipal?
Oedipus. So it's based on Oedipus.
Oedipal themes.
Okay.
Okay. Oedipal themes, and was often extended in live performances.
Is it the end?
It is the end. Yep.
Okay. All right.
It is. Good job. That one I knew that one
Yeah.
kind of.
Wow. Okay.
Who designed the iconic Prism cover for Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon?
Do you want the name of the person or the outfit?
It's it says blank led by blank.
Okay. It's the company is called, don't tell me. Okay, hang on.
This guy's gonna get it. Watch this, guys. He's gonna get this.
It's the same company that they did the High and Dry cover for Def Leppard.
Oh,
They
okay.
did a lot of the famous album art in the 70s and 80s. And if you hadn't asked me, I would have told you. The name of the company is, oh, dude, I know this. Give me the first letter.
Blank to be square. It's a Huey Lewis song. Blank to be square.
It's hip, not hypnotic, hypnosis.
Hypnosis. Yeah,
Hypnosis. It's hypnosis with the G. Yeah.
Yeah, with a G. Yeah.
Yes.
Led
Hypnosis.
by Storm
Thorogood.
Thorgerson.
I wouldn't have got
Thorgerson.
the names. Yeah.
Yeah, that's still good though. That's
Hypnosis. Yeah. Hypnosis
Wow.
they did Pink Floyd albums. They did, like I said, High and Dry. And what's weird is they just make this art, and then bands would just come in and choose them. Oh yeah, we'll use that one. That's how High and Dry came about.
Wow.
Hypnosis just had this.
I wonder if the band like looked at the art and said, "I'll take that one," and then name the album.
That could be.
Yeah, and then had to make a song.
I
for it,
think with Dark Side of the Moon, they actually specifically designed it for that album. But a lot of the Hypnosis stuff, they just had this crazy stuff made, and other bands would come in and buy it so they could use it. That's
and
crazy.
I'm going to address that's all the questions for Stump the Chump. You are amazing, sir. I bow to you. Good job, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to address Bruce. Steven Tyler was predicting his future image with dude looks like a lady. That is funny. That is funny. You're right. And the dude still looks the same. He's like Keith Richards. Him and Keith Richards should go on tour as the mummified dudes.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
and
they look the same.
he looks like a grandmother now. Steven Tyler does. He does.
Not as bad as Vinnie Vincent, but
no.
Vinnie Vincent, I don't know what he looks like. He kind of looks like a cross between a Muppet and an alien. I don't know what he is. It's crazy. But hey, that's our time, man.
That was awesome. And everyone, thanks for joining. We appreciate it. We'll do it again, like Rich said, next week at 10 a.m. on Friday, 10 a.m. Unless we don't, right? But tonight, Rich has the Classic Metal Vault, 7 p.m. Pacific tonight.
Yeah, come check it out. Come check
4
it out.
a.m. Do you still do the 4 a.m. one?
I do. 4 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Those are
on
for
Saturday.
our friends in the UK. Yeah, basically.
Yep, for our friends in the UK. And then it's and it's not a replay anymore. It's a different show every time.
Nice.
So it's really cool because
you
catch a different set list. And like I said, less talk, more rock.
Perfect.
So it's fun stuff. And then also don't forget about the rewind on Saturday at 10 a.m. and Sunday at 8 p.m. as well. That's getting good traction. We're getting a few listeners.
I listened to it last Sunday night. I
sounded pretty good, right?
It was great. It was awesome.
It was. It really was. I like the way he describes just everything that we do here. He puts it all in about 3 seconds.
Yeah,
just rock and roll.
He's a lot more succinct than we are.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's a good set list this weekend, and I already got next week's show plugged in, and it's a nice set list. So I think next week's is probably my favorite one so far. So
awesome.
Yeah, go check out Joe Shannon. He's got
Joe Shannon, the rewind.
And also look on our Classic Guitar Rock Radio, guys. I am working on a new segment called Rock and Comedy, and
Oh.
what Jeremy talked about. He gave me the idea, but I have a whole bunch of snippets from old
Sweet.
comedians that
Ooh, I
we're
love
just going to be start throwing in there as well. So Rockin'
Nice.
Comedy's coming, and we'll keep the Vinyl Countdown on there as well. So
Okay.
thanks,
Awesome.
guys. Check
Thanks,
it out.
guys. Have a good weekend. We'll see you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.